Now on 4 News Now at 6, there is an end in sight to our record-breaking heat wave. I'll show you when we could expect our temperatures to dip in your first alert forecast.
And it's not just the heat. We are also tracking more wildfire smoke heading our way. Tips to keep you and your family safe as air quality continues to worsen.
The flavors may sound fun, but doctors warn that vapes are far from safe.
Smoking a bubblegum flavored vape in the bathroom might sound intriguing when you're 12, 13, 14 years old, but it's going to have negative implications down the road.
We'll show you what you can do to keep your kids off of e-cigarettes. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, our extreme heat has shut down local farmers markets, canceled sporting events, and forced all after-school activities indoors for Spokane schools tonight. This historic heat wave is why our team of weather experts declared today a weather alert day. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dye. So let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when things will start to cool down, Chris.
Well, they will slowly start tomorrow, but then pick up steam in the extended forecast. It's 97 right now, and what a dismal scene over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and the county courthouse with that wildfire smoke that is going to be increasing tonight. Our temperatures will be decreasing. Here is our high temperature trend over the next 7 days. And lo and behold, we do have some below average temperatures. We'll have to wait for them. This white line is our average high. We're going to stay in the lower to mid 90s for the next 3 days. That is down from the upper 90s to start the week. And then we begin cooling down. 80s on Sunday, 82 on Monday, and that cooler weather is also going to come along with a much needed round of rain. Fingers crossed on that, and I'll talk more about that later in the broadcast. Our almanac, our high today was 98. The smoke kept us from breaking a record and hitting that 100-degree mark for the month of September. And so we're not going to be doing that. No complaints. 98 is our record set back in 1988. Sunset tonight when we start to cool off at 7:26. Highs around the region, mostly in the 90s and a few triple digits. Winthrop, Omak, Grand Coulee, and Ritzville. Our heat advisory goes through the day tomorrow. Even though we are going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, our air quality alert, however, continues until further notice. But hopefully I've got the cure for that in the 7-day forecast. I'll explain later in the news. Kirsten.
For any relief, thank you, Chris. This extreme heat is not doing fire crews any favors, including those battling the rattlesnake fire in Ferry County. It's burning about 30 miles south of Inchelium. It's estimated to have burned about 6.5 square miles along the Columbia River. And we have some photos to show you here from the front lines. Level 2 evacuation orders, meaning be ready to leave, are in place along the Lower Creek Road to Roosevelt Lake. People are asked to avoid this area. There's no word yet on what caused the fire.
We're also tracking wildfires burning in Stevens County, south of Newport. Level 3 or get out now evacuation orders are in effect for anyone living in the area shaded in red here on your screen.
And some of the smoke that we're seeing that's blowing into Spokane and worsening our air quality, and the forecast shows it's going to continue to get worse tonight.
Air quality monitors expect it'll get to the unhealthy range and then stay there tomorrow. It's caused Spokane Public Schools to cancel outdoor activities for sports teams. Derek Strom is live at North Central High School where practices were moved inside today. Derek.
Derek, Kirsten, the air quality tonight's already unhealthy for sensitive groups, but Spokane Public Schools and the Central Valley School District are the only districts we talked to today that moved practices inside. The experts I spoke with say it's important to check on kids and the elderly once that air quality starts to deteriorate.
I'm not a smoker. So I don't want to breathe smoke.
The air quality didn't stop people from walking around downtown today, but many people noticed the skies getting smokier in the afternoon.
Yeah, we drove in from Sandpoint, Idaho, and the entire way there was a haze from the wildfires in the area.
But late today, Spokane Public Schools told all of its schools to move after-school sports inside. Coaches at North Central say today's air quality was the main reason in addition to the heat. With air quality expected to worsen tonight and stay in the unhealthy range tomorrow, the Spokane Clean Air Agency recommends people staying indoors with your windows and doors closed if possible.
avoid any kind of prolonged exertion outdoors. Stay indoors as much as you can with doors and windows closed.
Some people were preparing to take extra precautions, including checking the air quality before heading out.
So if I'm going for a long bike ride, in the past I've either looked at the map and driven to a place where air quality is better, or I've worn a N100, actually it's a lead paint removal respirator.
While others aren't too concerned until it gets worse.
It did before, but since this isn't the first time, I'm kind of past the worry point.
Spokane Clean Air Agency recommends checking the air quality on its website as well as the AQI forecast. The agency says the air quality will likely get better by the end of this week with some weather changes on the way. Live in Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, Derek, thank you. And to stay up to date on current weather conditions and alerts, download the 4 News Now app and turn on those push notifications to get updates sent straight to your phone.
Lane closures will start next week on the Long Bridge into Sandpoint. The Idaho Department of Transportation says crews will be working overnight from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m., which includes fixing joints and making improvements to help with winter maintenance. The Idaho Transportation Department says it's learned from the last 2 years of construction and hopes this round will be smoother with fewer delays. The agency is also working with the school district to make sure no high school sporting events are delayed by the construction. The project is expected to last about 6 weeks. A recent study led by Johns Hopkins Medicine highlights the health risks of e-cigarettes.
It shows e-cigarettes significantly increase a user's risk of COPD and high blood pressure. I spoke to local doctors who told us about what they've seen with young patients hooked on vaping. When e-cigarettes or vapes first became available, they were often marketed as a safe alternative to traditional cigarettes, and the different flavors they came in made them more appealing to teens and young adults.
Now you have products that taste pretty good, don't have a big smell, and the reality is that that's kind of a deceitful way to get a product into the hands of someone that later may start to smoke.
Smoking a bubblegum flavored vape in the bathroom might sound intriguing when you're 12, 13, 14 years old, but it's going to have negative implications down the road.
Dr. Robert Eagle is a pediatrician with Providence. He points out that e-cigarettes and vapes still contain nicotine.
So I think that the risk of developing that dependency on the nicotine-containing products, which include vapes, is there, and there's lifelong health implications that can develop down the road.
Dr. Todd Hoopman is a pulmonologist at Kootenai Health. He's concerned with much more than the link in the Johns Hopkins study between e-cigarettes and COPD.
We're seeing patients who become extremely ill from a pulmonary standpoint with acute respiratory illnesses, respiratory failure, need for intubation, mechanical ventilation, life support from e-cigarettes.
Dr. Hoopman says just this summer he had a young patient land in the ICU because of lung damage from e-cigarette use.
The water vapor that comes out of the e-cigarettes is definitely shown to have significant potential consequences for people with regards to lung damage, life-threatening respiratory illnesses, and respiratory failure in some cases.
So what can parents do to keep their kids off of e-cigarettes? Dr. Eagle encourages you to have conversations about it.
Have those conversations with their teens and other loved ones in their family, that's not something that they should try, and give it that kind of negative connotation. So
Dr. Hoopman agrees and says he also wants to see more action at the federal level.
Restricting access in all the ways that we've restricted access to other dangerous products becomes paramount.
He also believes we can do a better job with education at the state and local levels. But the bottom line is e-cigarettes are not safe. And Dr. Hoopman says any marketing that suggests otherwise is like someone trying to sell you a car with 3 wheels.
You may get down the road, but later when you make a turn, you're going to tip, crash, and be in trouble.
But what's worrying, Kirsten, is that message might not be getting through to everyone. 2023 statistics from the Spokane Regional Health District show 8.6% of kids in grades 6 through 12 in Spokane County used an e-cigarette or vape pen within 30 days of that survey. That's higher than the state average. And for high school seniors, that number was nearly 17%, so way too high.
We just had a conversation in the newsroom about how vapes have changed just in the way that they look. And yeah, the smells and bubble gum in just the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, all that marketing, not good for our kids.
Wow. Well, thank you, Derek. Still ahead, the school year just started, but some parents are already focusing on 2025-2026. The concerns over Spokane schools' move to a balanced schedule coming up.
And achieving greatness is never easy, but for Rhett Owens, who was born with cerebral palsy, every step takes extra determination.
He is really, really dedicated and determined, and you can give him a little tip and he's going to do it 100%.
Hear more about Rhett's journey and his dream of making it to the Paralympic Games next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
What can we make for you today from the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana?
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
What's better than a good breakfast? A good breakfast on sale, of course.
Wake up to savings for Super One Foods 12-hour cereal and breakfast sale. Assorted Post and General Mills cereal, $1.98 each. Multi-meal bag cereal, just $1.98 each. Kellogg Eggo waffles, $1.98 a package.
Super One Foods 12-hour breakfast sale. This Thursday only. Bring on the morning.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
Yes, it's really happening. Vanilla Ice, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and CNC Music Factory featuring Freedom Williams are coming to the Spokane County Interstate Fair.
To the top, I keep on climbing. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Shake to my flow, let it go.
Born with cerebral palsy, Rhett Owens faces challenges that could hold him back, but instead, they fuel his fiery passion for sports and his relentless pursuit of greatness. Rhett is a patient at Shriners Children's Spokane and an athlete with Parasport Spokane.
After moving to the area nearly a decade ago, Rhett's family finally found the care he needed at Shriners. And they credit Shriners with building the young man he is today. Hunter Bertram shares how a friend's recommendation transformed Rhett's life and gave his family renewed hope.
Achieving greatness in your sport is no small triumph. And when your body doesn't always cooperate, mastering your craft becomes an even more remarkable legacy.
And he is really, really dedicated and determined, and you can give him a little tip and he's going to do it 100%.
A 100% drive fueled by life's challenges.
He's inspired me his whole life. His whole life has just been...
Yeah. It's motivated us. We know that he's got all the heart in the world.
Born with cerebral palsy, Rhett Owens struggles to move the right side of his body.
On my right arm and my right leg, affected in my fingers and my toes.
His mom and dad, Tasha and Richard Owens, never stopped looking for ways to help him achieve his goals.
We didn't know what we were lacking in care for him until we came here.
When the Owens moved here nearly a decade ago, a friend told them about Shriners Children's Spokane.
People just offered help, saying, oh, we could do this for him, and this might benefit him, instead of saying, well, let's check to see if this is something that will work. It was specific to him and what he needed.
Rhett started treatment when he was 12. Now he's 18 and says Shriners for him was
very life-changing. I found a really good team and provider to work with for anything with my disability, and I've loved it here ever since my first visit back in 2018.
His physical therapist at Shriners, Lauren Drury.
It's nice that he can feel comfortable and confident in his abilities because of the care we've been able to provide him.
Lauren also introduced Rhett to Parasports Spokane, furthering his love for sports and confidence in competing. Rhett has won many high accolades, now striving for excellence in his multiple sports with his care team behind him and his eyes on the future.
It's definitely motivated me, just because I know LA 2028, those games are coming up.
Shriners changed this family's lives. Now Rhett is starting his own adult life with the confidence and drive to reach any height he strives for.
Always push my limits and always give it my all, despite my limits and disability.
For 4 News Now, I'm Hunter Bertram.
Now, all week we've been sharing stories of some of the amazing work being done at Shriners to help kids in our region, like 5-year-old Jazzy, who just started kindergarten.
And Ginny, the therapy dog. And Jazzy was born with a condition that limited her mobility and eventually led to amputations of both of her legs. Thanks to her determination and help from her care team at Shriners, she's able to walk and play with her kindergarten classmates, all while showing off a special pair of shoes.
These are my black shoes, and they're like black and they're beautiful because feel the part right there feels like glitter.
It did, and it was beautiful. 4 News Now partnering with Shriners Children's Spokane to help raise money so that they can help more kids, just like the kids you heard about today. So far, we've raised more than $38,000. And starting tomorrow morning, we're going to be live at Shriners for our Caring for Kids telethon. You can learn more about the telethon and all the ways that Shriners benefits our community. Also find that link to donate by heading to KXLY.com/Shriners.
Oh, I would like to see more from Jazzy. What a doll. Your Thursday planner, a high temperature of 94 degrees. That's a little bit cooler, but we are going to be seeing more wildfire smoke, particularly in the morning. Things should improve in the evening as our winds pick up. I'll be back to explain.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Call Russell and Hill.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus find huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and save 30% on our Denver mattress lineup. Check out Doorbusters while they last. And make your cash go further with 60 months, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. See the Tony and Grammy Award-winning Broadway show, created by the teams from Disney's Aladdin, Hairspray, and The Book of Mormon. Some Like It Hot.
Some like it hot, and that ain't bad.
Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
GM GMA tomorrow. Randy Moss, NFL legend. He's tackled the hardest challenge of his life, beating cancer.
We're hopping on Blessed, and I'm very thankful.
With his wife Lydia giving him strength.
I knew that we can get through it.
Tomorrow on GMA.
Well, we are taking a look at all that heat and, of course, air quality.
Yeah, no doubt. We've seen, temperatures near the century mark and air quality indexes above the century mark.
Yes, and here we are in September dealing with some of the worst problems of summer, but we are going to see some relief on the way. But right now, the air quality is going to continue to decrease. It's 97 in Spokane right now, and a gross sunset in progress. Right now it's 96 in Coeur d'Alene with that hazy sky. 4 things to know about your weather. Hot and smoky conditions tomorrow. We have an air quality alert until further notice. There is a cooling trend in the forecast and showers on the way. I'm feeling confident we're going to get some rain. Our air quality right now, the real trouble spot is up around Colville, down into parts of Lincoln County where we're in the unhealthy and unhealthy for sensitive groups range. We're in the moderate range over much of the rest of the region. But our smoke forecast shows that some of the worst of this air is going to continue to sink south into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, down into portions of the Idaho Palouse. Here's 3 a.m. We'll start to see things moderate a little bit as we get into 9 a.m. tomorrow. What it's going to take is a change in our winds, and that is going to show up late in the day. Forecast wind gusts starting off tomorrow morning early. Our northerly winds become northeasterly and really pick up by tomorrow evening, and that will help disperse some of the wildfire smoke at the surface. It might bring in some more aloft, but our air quality should begin to improve, and then a change in our weather pattern that will really help. This monster ridge of high pressure that's brought the hot weather day after day is finally showing signs of weakening. Here's 7 o'clock Saturday with a chance of some showers. What we're really waiting for is the arrival of this upper level trough that's going to drop our temperatures and hopefully drop a fair amount of precipitation starting Sunday and continuing at least through the middle of next week. Just wrapped up the driest summer on record. That's June, July, and August. Meteorological summer. We averaged just over 2 inches of precipitation. We got just over 1/4 of an inch of rain, and that just shatters the previous record for the driest summer set back in 2015. So not great, but look at this. Some precipitation showing up. Winds pick up late Thursday into Friday. Hopefully we'll still have that haze, because any direction our wind blows, we're going to tap into some wildfires, but that will help disperse it through the atmosphere and help with our air quality. And then that chance of rain coming in, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, and those cooler temperatures in the mid-70s. So we have something to look forward to, plus Wildlife Wednesday in the next half hour, something to look forward to.
All right, sounds good. Still ahead, lawmakers in Washington, Oregon, and California want to take charge of health care guidance, why they say they need to break away from the CDC, and what concerns this could raise for families coming up.
And kids are back in class, and that means scammers are back at work. Why children are prime targets for identity theft, and what you can do to protect them, next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Missisquoi.com.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I'm the Education Coordinator for Wastewater and Stormwater. Today we're going to be talking about dog poop. You might be thinking it's like fertilizer, but it's not. It's actually bad for our waterways and can contain bacteria like E. coli, and that's obviously a health hazard. So pick up after your pet to keep us all healthy and safe. To learn more about stormwater tips and city projects that are protecting our river, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
It's here, the Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. September 5th through the 14th. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food. Open daily at 9 a.m. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. September 5th through 14th. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. 525 East Francis.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture with store-wide savings up to 40% off. Or you can take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This final week at Walker's.
Discover the fun at the Spokane County Interstate Fair, September 5th to 14th. 10 days of more fun than you can imagine. Taste mouth-watering fair food, take on thrilling rides, see lots of animals, explore ag displays, admire quilts, flowers, photos, and more. Enjoy 3 concerts, cheer on 2 days of rodeo, 2 days of demolition derbies, and a truck and tractor pull, plus meet the fair mascots. Discover the fun at the Spokane County Interstate Fair. Tickets at ticketswest.com. Full schedule at SpokaneFair.com.
Well, it's the second day of school for Spokane Public School students, but some parents are already thinking about next year.
That's because the district is moving to a balanced calendar next year. Madeline Mullen spoke to the school district and a parent today. So, Madeline, what did the parents say about this new schedule?
Well, one mom I spoke to tells me that her biggest concern is about how this will impact single and working parents who already have a hard time navigating the breaks during the school year. This new schedule would add 2 full weeks off for SPS students.
I really don't like the balanced calendar.
Kayla Wombold is concerned about how her kid's school schedule will impact her next year.
I am a single mom, and we just established a parenting plan. It doesn't have any of the new breaks in it.
Wombold has 2 kids and carefully planned out who is looking after them throughout the year. But the change from SPS means she'll have to go back to the drawing board.
It's putting a damper on a lot of single parents or blended families as well.
With this new schedule, students will start school before Labor Day. The district believes that'll help prevent summer learning loss, but they'll also have 2 more week-long breaks during the school year.
It allows smaller breaks for kids that need to catch up. It allows a break for teachers. These are hard jobs. They're with kids all day long, and so, it allows breaks for them too.
The school district says it knows it will take some time for families to adjust to this change.
I'm very grateful for my family who can watch my kids, but a lot of families can't, and they structure their work schedule around the school schedule, and a lot of jobs can't cater to the school calendar.
SPS says it will spend the year working to address different families' needs as it moves to the balanced calendar model. The school district says it wants to make this transition as seamless as possible. And after 2 years with the balanced calendar, it'll reevaluate with the teachers union to see if it is still working. Live in Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, big changes coming for sure. All right, there's a strict new cell phone policy in Central Valley schools.
We'll show you how this new rule is changing classrooms and even student social life. Plus, Washington, Oregon, and California breaking away from the CDC to issue their own health guidance. Why state leaders say this is needed and the questions it raises about confusion and retaliation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's Labor Day sale, save up to $500 on select mattresses. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, welcome back. We're in the middle of a historic heat wave with nearly triple-digit temperatures across our region.
And that's why our team of weather experts declared today a weather alert day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here to tell us more about how long the extreme heat will last.
Well, we are going to start cooling down tomorrow. In fact, today is a degree cooler than the past couple. We hit 99 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. Both records today with the help of the wildfire smoke, which does make a big difference on how high our temperature gets. We only made it up to 98, 20 degrees above average, and that 98 ties our record set back in 1988. Sunset tonight at 7:26. Then we could start cooling off, but we're also going to see our wildfire smoke increase. Highs around the region today ranging from 90 degrees at Sandpoint to 104 in Omak. It was 101 in Lewiston and 102 in Ritzville. Temperatures currently still 104 degrees in Grand Coulee. It's 96 in Coeur d'Alene, and we've dropped to 82 in Sandpoint and 80 degrees in Bonners Ferry. High temperatures tomorrow will be just a little bit cooler. We'll be in the mid-90s in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and Pullman. A few triple digits on the map, but right around the Spokane area, it's all 90s, ranging from 90 at Spirit Lake to 97 in 9 Mile, as well as Meade. Your forecast for tomorrow, expect wildfire smoke to be especially prevalent for the first part of the day. Some clearing as winds pick up out of the northeast in the evening. That high of 94 compares to an average high of 78. I'll be back to tell you about cooler and potentially wetter weather in the 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Chris. Chris. Because of our extreme heat, tonight's Kendall Yards night market was canceled. Organizers hope it'll be back open next Wednesday.
Well, Washington is stepping away from the CDC when it comes to healthcare guidance for its residents. The state is joining a new West Coast Healthcare Alliance.
Yeah, Washington joining California and Oregon in this announcement today, which comes in response to recent mass layoffs at the Federal Health Agency. Hunter Bertram is here now, and he spoke with the Washington Secretary of Health this afternoon all about this alliance.
Here's Derek. A new healthcare alliance emerging on the West Coast tonight. These three states say it's a decision to maintain scientific integrity, however, anticipating fallout from the White House.
We are concerned about what's happening at the CDC. We're concerned about what's happening.
In recent developments, Governor Bob Ferguson, along with the governors of Oregon and California, has criticized the CDC, accusing it of prioritizing ideology over science.
And we want to make sure that we're aligning our recommendations and our practices really based in science.
Washington's Secretary of Health, Dennis Worsham, explains that the new West Coast Alliance is likely to issue healthcare and vaccination guidance that differs from the CDC's.
We are really trying to sift through the noise and get to the recommendations based on science, and I think people will appreciate that on both sides.
Worsham also expressed concerns about potential retaliation from the White House regarding the state pulling away from the CDC.
So I was worried about that. There is a bit of a retaliatory mentality that comes out of the White House, so we'll see what happens in this particular area.
As of news time, there has been no response from the White House. Worsham hopes people will trust this newly formed alliance, but worries multiple voices with different opinions could cause confusion.
My hope is that we will have a place that people can go, that they will feel comfortable and trust. That's what I hope.
That fragmented system, he worries by having many opinions on what's best for people in Washington can create confusion. It might end up dividing us and making it hard for families to trust recommendations, he says. For 4 News Now, Hunter Bertram.
All right, Hunter, thank you. The FBI says bones found near Leavenworth during the manhunt for Travis Decker were not human. Decker is accused of murdering his 3 daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, back in June. Search teams found those bones last week. The FBI says in the 2 days, search teams cleared 250 acres on foot and gained better mapping and knowledge of the area. The U.S. Marshals Service is offering a reward of up to $20,000 for information leading to Decker's arrest.
Well, Congress is back in session, and Eastern Washington Representative Michael Baumgartner talked with us today about top concerns he's hearing from voters. The congressman says affordability and cost of living are still big issues, along with education as kids go back to school. Security and crime in places like downtown Spokane also remain a focus. I asked Representative Baumgartner about the city of Spokane's new ordinance that restricts federal immigration enforcement. Here's what he had to say.
We need law enforcement at all levels to work as close as they can together. And it's better for everybody, including immigrant groups, if law enforcement folks are able to talk to each other and work together.
Now, according to the city of Spokane, the Safe and Welcome in Spokane ordinance is meant to protect people from warrantless ICE searches at ticketed and non-public events. This is just one of several topics we covered with the congressman. You can read our Q&A right now on KXLY.com.
The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol released a statement yesterday saying Border Patrol agents are not required to obtain a warrant to arrest a person in the U.S. illegally. It also said federal law supersedes any local ordinance. Today, members of the Spokane City Council are responding. Councilmember Paul Dillon writing, Safe and Welcome in Spokane is based on the Fourth Amendment, which guards against arbitrary searches and seizures of people and their property. Dillon goes on to say it's a necessary expansion of the city's 2018 law on immigration enforcement. Cell phone bans are becoming more common across the state, with most school districts now enforcing some form of restrictions.
This year in Central Valley, students are kicking off the school year under a brand new policy with big changes for high schoolers. Alexandra Konyarts breaks down what makes this district's rules stand out and how students are adjusting.
This is what it looks like at University High during a passing period. As you can see, it's quite crowded, and despite how busy it might be right now, this was often a time for students to go on their phones. However, this year, that is no longer allowed.
People are somewhat frustrated and annoyed about it.
Gavin Amata is a senior at University High. He says there weren't many rules around cell phones at school in the past, but they're different now. The Central Valley School District adopted a stricter cell phone policy, pushing thousands of kids to rethink their relationship with technology.
People are already talking about, oh, I need to figure out a new system. Some people have started writing things on their hand.
The district's new policy bans the use of phones during most of the class day. Students are allowed access during lunch or in the case of an emergency.
I'm hopeful that that frustration will eventually wane and people will kind of accept the new policy as helpful for our growth.
While the new policy has been an adjustment for University High students, it has been easier to adapt to at Ridgeline, where some restrictions were already in place.
Honestly, I think it's really it's gone back to what middle school was and what elementary school was.
Jade Livingston is a senior at Ridgeline and believes the changes have made high school more enjoyable.
It's been a week and I've met so many new people and talked to so many new people who I wouldn't have met or talked to in the previous years because I or they would have been more comfortable looking at their phone.
She believes it has also improved student morale. While Gavin hasn't seen that quite yet, he has noticed an impact in the classroom.
I think an increased emphasis on keeping the cell phones away has resulted in an increased engagement in learning and in talking to people.
In Spokane County, Alexandra Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
That is a big change to start school with. Well, Caden Ellis is a force of nature for the Idaho Vandals.
Yeah, and he's now set to lead the Atlanta Falcons defense after a breakout 2024 season.
Ellis is keeping up the family name, now one of 3 brothers that made the league. Hear their story and what Ellis wants to accomplish this year to continue to rep his V's well. We'll be right at it after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow, what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, it's helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
It's the 11-year anniversary at Move Fitness.
Let's go. I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And during our anniversary, join now for only $11.
Let's go.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
He just won $167 million in the Powerball. So how did the greatest day of his life land him in jail?
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
These news anchors test their knowledge.
If you wanted to have more knowledge, you would have been born a lot earlier.
No dad jokes.
And these comedians are ready to go all the way.
He asked me to come. I said everyone else wasn't available.
New Millionaire, ABC Tonight.
One of the best Idaho Vandal defensive players in the past few decades, Caden Ellis, readies for his 7th NFL season. We caught up with the linebacker before the 2025 year kicks off tomorrow night. For the Ellis family, making it to the NFL isn't just a dream, it's an expectation.
Being their big brother and watching them work out, watching them go out in the cold with me, watching them
whatever it was when they didn't want to, and just seeing how well it's paid off for them is just, it's special as a big brother to get to see their success.
Caden Ellis is one of 3 brothers in the NFL, all descended from their father, 2-time Pro Bowler Luther.
It's so special. Getting to watch our dad play obviously impacted us a lot. It just takes you back, like, so many memories of just working so hard.
Ellis earned his spot in the league through an award-laden career with the Idaho Vandals, one in which he says taught him to play linebacker for the first time.
Teaching me how to play the position of linebacker and giving me so many reps that I'd missed out on throughout high school. It was really helpful for my development.
Ellis is one of just 4 U of I alums in the league, an exclusive club he's proud to represent.
V's up. I love my Vandals. Getting to play there for 4 years was so special. The Kibbie Dome, and it's a special place, and getting to represent them prayerfully in a strong manner means a lot.
The New Orleans Saints picked the Utah native in the 2019 draft. Then Ellis signed a deal with their rival Atlanta in 2023, and his veteran experience helps the new rookies out already.
Go be yourself. A vet said to me one time before my first start, "You're built for this," and it meant a lot. And that's really all I want to share to them.
Ellis exploded onto the scene last season, becoming the first Falcon in history to collect 100 tackles, 5 sacks, and a pick in one season. And Atlanta just announced he'll be a captain for the first time.
It really goes back to team success really trumps all. If the team wins, everybody goes well, everybody does well, everybody gets highlighted more. So for me, really, let's win.
Pretty awesome to speak to Caden. Good luck to him this season. And in basketball news, the Gonzaga Bulldogs released their full non-conference schedule today. The highlights start with the Zags opening the Kennel against Texas Southern and then against Oklahoma in Spokane Arena early November. Gonzaga then hosts Creighton 3 days later before a road trip to Arizona State, then their feast week in Vegas against Alabama and Maryland. December featuring a game against Kentucky in Nashville and UCLA in Seattle, and then wrap it up another neutral site against Oregon in Portland. You can find the full schedule with more details on our website, KXLY.com. And with more conference realignment, it's not over yet. When is it over? The WCC announced an expansion today with UC San Diego, the Tritons, to join the conference in 2027 as Gonzaga leaves for the Pac-12. UCSD expands the conference to now 10 members with this add for the 2027 to 28 season, and they'll join in 14 of the 16 WCC-sponsored sports. The basketball edition is especially huge. The Tritons are the first NCAA Division I program to have both its men's and women's hoops programs qualify for the big dance in both of their first years of eligibility. And our uniform watch keeps up for the Cougs this week. They revealed their uniform combo for the Week 2 game against San Diego State. WSU touting white lids with the red Wazoo text, their classic crimson jerseys and crimson pants. Now, SDSU's basically doing the opposite. They have a red Aztec helmet, white jerseys, and white pants. Kickoff in Martin Stadium Saturday at 7:15 p.m. So we love always watching what uniforms are going to come out. And we were just talking about Idaho with their Fightin' Taters thing. They have merch out for that already, which I promised before we started, I can't get it. I have too much. I love it, but I just have too much.
Smart, though, by U of I. They know they're going to make some money off of that.
That was hilarious. Yes. We were all sharing
Everyone else should get it.
Thanks, Jack. Well, data breaches are a good reminder for us to check our credit reports. But what about your kids?
Experts say identity theft among children can go undetected for years. CNN's Karen Kafa explains what you can do to make sure your kids are protected.
As children go back to school and college students take the first steps of their adult financial lives, scammers see opportunity where personal data isn't closely guarded.
There's no morality here that they're not going to do that to kids. Kids are just as much of a target, if not more so.
According to the Federal Trade Commission, about 2% of U.S. identity theft reports in 2025 so far have involved children under age 19. And just like adults, kids are at risk when data breaches compromise things like social security numbers or medical information. Eva Velasquez, CEO of the nonprofit Identity Theft Resource Center, says many cases of child ID theft go undetected for years because they're not making regular transactions like adults.
One of the reasons that children's identities are so appealing to the bad actors is because kids don't engage in the world the same way adults do.
The FTC says if a child is under age 16, request a free credit freeze to make it harder for someone to open new accounts in their name. The major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, all have instructions. Velasquez says it can't be completed online, but the effort is worth the peace of mind.
It does take a little bit of legwork. You not only have to provide the documents in a different way, you also have to demonstrate that you have the legal authority to make decisions on behalf of this child.
Parents who believe their child's information has been compromised should check if their child has a credit report. Since it's uncommon under the age 18, that could be a red flag for fraud. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
4 things to know about your weather. Hot and smoky tomorrow. We have an air quality alert in effect until further notice. There is a cooling trend in our forecast, especially as we get into the weekend with the possibility of showers on the way. I'll be back to tell you all about it.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture. With store-wide savings up to 40% off. Or you can take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This final week at Walker's.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Jersey casual dress code on Blue Fridays, hoarse voices on Monday mornings, and flying that 12 flag every day of the week. Whether you're a hardcore 12 or more of an everyday fan, you're part of a community that loves to show its pride. At BECU, we're proud to be a part of the Seahawks community too, and we like to show our pride at every purchase with the Seahawks Debit MasterCard, the official debit card of the Seattle Seahawks. BECU.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts.
Welcome to the Kitchen Engine, a family-owned business spanning 3 generations.
It's our 19th anniversary, so come celebrate with us.
Join us for our biggest sale of the year.
We will be hosting mini classes, wine tastings, and product demos in our expanded culinary classroom. 50% off doorbuster deals and 20% off store-wide. We'll have giveaways and daily drawings all 3 days. All food and drinks in our cafe are 20% off too. Experience the Kitchen Engine in the historic flour mill since 2006.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Oh, let's do some wildlife, shall we? It is Wednesday, after all, my favorite part of the week. This photo is from Mark Boat, who, of course, spends tremendous amounts of time out in the forest, and he says there are signs of a long, hard, heavy winter. And this elk is certainly looking forward to fall, practicing for the rut and doing his bugling. Looking good, too. What a beautiful shot. It looks cool with the nice greens behind. We know better. That elk is probably suffering. Nora Jen shared this photo, another sign of fall. The great white egrets making their way through the Grand Coulee area, Coulee Dam area, and this great white egret stopping off for a visit. She said she saw about 7 of them. And finally, what a beautiful young but healthy bull moose enjoying, it looks like a sunset and not a sunrise. The golden hour really setting off that beautiful young bull moose from Courtney Litwin. This is not good weather for wildlife or civilized life. We've got a terrible view here. We're looking west, southwest from Spokane into an area with even worse air quality than what we are experiencing here right now. It's still 97 degrees. Our air quality index was in the unhealthy for sensitive groups range, has improved to the moderate range, but it doesn't look like good breathing out there to me. But again, the worst air quality is to our west, so we are looking into this area of unhealthy for sensitive groups. We're going to see this wildfire smoke up around Colville sinking to the south. Our air quality is expected to go down through tomorrow morning, or get worse, I should say. The air quality index actually increasing. An air quality alert in effect until further notice, because we have wildfire smoke throughout the region causing problems. We have a northeasterly wind that will pick up tomorrow late in the day that should help disperse the air particulates into Friday. What we really need is a big change in our weather pattern, and we've got that too. Tomorrow there is still a heat advisory and an extreme heat warning in effect, but we will already have that cooling trend underway. We'll be in the mid-90s as opposed to the upper 90s and even lower 90s Friday before we cascade down into the mid-70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And that comes along with the best chance of rain that we've seen in quite some time. 20% chance Sunday, and then that goes up to 40% on Tuesday and Wednesday. Cooler, wetter weather is exactly what we need for our air quality and to hopefully help the firefighters, and they need it. It's been a tough week.
Yeah, we need to see that on that 7-day. Thank you so much, Chris. Hey, before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Reclaim your garage this summer. Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage has units to fit your personal property, boats, RVs, and more. Open 7 days a week, extra wide drive aisles, state-of-the-art security, and great customer service. Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage is the perfect fit for your storage needs.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
NIU has been serving our community for over 50 years. It's a broad mix of cancer care. We see all kinds of urologic cancers and take care of those patients here.
The partnership we have allows us to deliver all the different options all in one place. With a new diagnosis of prostate cancer, you'll have all the options available, everything from the latest surgical options to the latest radiation options, and so we're happy to help with that.
Most patients are referred by their primary care doctors. Patients can certainly always pick up the phone and give us a call as well.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
This is the Northwest, and this is the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid.
Engineered for adventure, the all-new Forester Hybrid offers enhanced fuel efficiency, upgraded driver assist technology, and the new 360-degree surround view monitor. From rain to snow, city to summit, the Subaru Forester keeps you confidently in control, loaded with advanced features and legendary reliability.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through September 2nd at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The Davenport Hotels invite you to a signature weekend of culinary delights, September 26th through the 28th. Join us for the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival, taking place in downtown Spokane with multiple events offered throughout the weekend. Purchase any festival ticket and receive a 20% discount code to stay at one of the Davenport properties. Information can be found on the Davenport Hotel Collections website under the Experiences tab. The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival this September, sponsored in part by Windermere Real Estate, BECU, and 4 News Now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, federal agents seize $500,000 worth of fake toys. The story behind the counterfeit toy operation discovered at SeaTac Airport tonight at 11.
Oh, yes. Well, I have Breezy on there for Thursday and Friday. That will help clear out some of the wildfire smoke.
Blow it on out.
Yeah, we're done with it for now. We'll see you at 11.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.